that you went away.
Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Andra. I make commentary videos on public figures and media, and today we are talking about the train wreck that is Elle Darby. Can you tell that I'm already fucking exhausted and I haven't even started? So Elle Darby, YouTuber who has been exposed for vile and horrible and probably the worst things that I've seen of any influencer being exposed for racism, a pattern that has spawned over at least 5 years of her life, left the internet when it happened in January, and then now she came back because guess what? 6 months and you can get demonetized on YouTube if you're not active in those 6 months. So she didn't want the time to be up for her. She does not care. She's not here to apologize to you guys. Do not be delusional and do not get tricked into thinking that she actually cares. She just doesn't want to be demonetized. I'm gonna start talking about the tweets that resurfaced late last year, and I want you guys to listen if you're not familiar with this, because this is completely vile. I just think it's important to revisit these things for those who have forgotten what was said. If you already know, then I will have timestamps for every chapter in the description, so you don't need to go through listening to this vile, maybe triggering if you're part of the groups that were attacked. Yeah, I will make it sure that you don't have to listen to them if you don't want to or if you've already done that, but I would recommend listening to them nonetheless, because I think it's very important to remember that this is not just a minor influencer scandal, this is something vile, this is a pattern of behavior. So, fuck the police / Polish. So I hope the Polish, I assume it's cunt or something, driving my bus this morning, who nearly kicked me off because I didn't have my pass, crashes when he's dropped me at school. So, this bitch is so sick in the fucking head that she doesn't have the pass, which is required to get on the fucking bus, and then cries about it and makes herself somehow the victim. Hate it when skinny girls say they're fat, clearly just saying to draw even more attention to their stick legs and arms. Cunts or bitches or whatever this says. This bus is sweaty and stinks of Indians. I just hate Polish people and Indians, really. So it's very funny that she hates Indians, considering that her amazing country colonized and destroyed India. That's just, if you destroy their country, they're gonna come here to live here, and you can't fucking complain about it, because if you hadn't done that, then they wouldn't be here. Or maybe they would, but in smaller numbers. So this is your fault, really. If you don't like them, shouldn't have destroyed their country. And then they could live happily in a prospering economy, because India was so good financially, and now today it's overpopulated and poor because of the Brits. Ring me N-word, so this is from her husband. Squinting like a Chinese man, cause this cursing bus hasn't got any curtains to hide the sun and all this fuckery, scab is cold. Buy some fucking sunglasses. Every time you tweet something, even though it's usually utter bullshit, I assume, imagine you saying it in your gay boy Irish accent. And then her husband looked like a black man after work, through all the dust I collected. I really miss my laptop, wish that effing charger from Hong Kong would hurry up. Come on. C-slur about Chinese people, you're upsetting me. Mom's putting me in charge of putting the chickens to bed tonight, they're better off dead. So this is a pattern, by the way. A lot of her tweets are about hating and wanting to kill animals, which is, by the way, one of the first signs of a serial killer. So I don't know if growing up in that environment is gonna be safe for her child. Because this is not like a passing joke or comment, even though I would never make a joke about killing my cat. I love him to bits, like I would never. But even if someone makes a joke, I wouldn't take it to be as serious as her having like dozens of tweets about her animals. I'll get back to those later and you'll hear them. Why does my baby brother always get fatter every time I see him? Only Epsler gets put in Hufflepuff. Just did my first eBay sale. Now I know what to do when I get disgusting Christmas presents for my nan. This is so sad as somebody who I miss my grandma, because I have not been home for such a long time. And I've not seen my grandma since she last came to the UK. I don't remember when, I think last year. And I was basically raised by my grandma, because me and my mom didn't have a good relationship. Now we do, but we didn't before. And I don't understand how you can hate your grandma. Obviously, she does not know what is trendy or whatever, because she's old. But you could try telling her. I don't know, this is fucked up. I was in the 212 on the Uptown A. N-word, you know what's up, or don't you? I want my ugly cat to die, I think, is what it says here. I'm more of a doggy woman. Amy Winehouse is number 1 in the album charts. She has to die to get there. I mean, I don't think that this one is bad, to be honest, this last one. I think it's a critique of the industry, of, you know, how they celebrate people after they passed. But I don't know, maybe Elle doesn't seem to have like an IQ high enough to make this reference. So maybe it is a mean tweet, maybe. I much prefer my pretty 4 Labrador retrievers to my ugly, spiteful mongrel cat. That, I don't know what it says, bitch or something. Go back to the heiress PCA. What the F is your problem? You're ugly and can't sing. This is sent to Katie Weasel. I don't know who that is, to be honest. Lol, Dappy's been arrested for attacking his girlfriend. Yeah, very, very, very funny. Abuse is very funny. Domestic violence is very funny. Boys with both ears pierced look like right to tongues. I guess that's a variation of things. I don't know. The next series of Waterloo Road, I will boycott if it involves too many Scottish accents. You may as well be speaking Portuguese to me. Yeah, again, another people that you colonize and you're crying about them now. Everyone thinks pregnant ladies look so beautiful, but I don't see it. It's funny because she was posting about how happy she was when she was pregnant and how this was her golden era and shit. Hate how my sister's on the same training course as Zayn Malik's girlfriend is. Beat her up, loose, beat her up. Some casual Islamophobia, that's what I assume, because I don't know if Zayn's girlfriend was Muslim, but anyways, the hatred for Zayn specifically is Islamophobic in most cases. And she does not like Indians, so what's to say that she would like Pakistani people? Because English people can't tell the difference anyways. Gold medal for getting me foundation, the color suitable for a mixed race person mom. Like, why does this need to be a tweet? I don't get it. Basic child deprivation when mom chooses to do decorating over taking me out for lunch. My mom's boyfriend just won 300 pounds, but we're still having mom's gross lasagna for dinner and not being taken to a gourmet restaurant stinger. So this is funny in a bad way, because I feel like if I insulted my mom's food when I was a teenager, I would be out the door, because Eastern European moms are crazy about this kind of stuff, about like the work they do in the house, and if you critique them, they will be like, oh, then do it yourself next time. And yeah, I don't think that this shit will fly in an Eastern European household. I've seen like proper mad shit with like white English families. They will, like, the kids will like swear at their parents and stuff, and I think I did swear at my mom a bit because I was rebellious as a teenager because I had depression, but I would get in trouble for it. Like, here the English parents just like, they just take it. It's crazy. Never compliment an overly cocky boy. He's like feeding 4 Big Mac meals to a fat person. And now her husband, and this is a sick one. Hopefully I can find a nice whale who can make good use of my massive dong tonight. Yeah, I highly doubt it. This Indian girl's gonna piss me off, straight up. Girls that are obsessed with horses usually look like one too. I wouldn't talk when like your eyes are divorced, your face looks like a balloon. Like, I genuinely would not talk. I should have been the girl Rihanna pulled up onto the stage and started dry humping on last night instead of that monk she picked from the front. Haha, a transvestite, oh my god, that used to go to my school is asking my ex to do explicit things. Love how the only one that gets asked for a bus pass is the manly, hefty, tall year 11 boy. And we all tiptoe on, driver must wreck, he's a pedo. Oh, Jen, give me strength. Goal, BO, sweat, smell the substance, foreigners. Again, about how we are smelly, like I said before, you don't even fucking wash your bed sheets, like, don't call others smelly. Was that supposed to be funny, or is your dyslexia unleashing itself again? Yeah, you're the girl who can't tell the difference, like, she can't tell how to pronounce preface, and she's asking if it's preface or preface. So maybe don't talk about other people being unable to speak when you can't even speak your own fucking language. Told my mom I'm locking the ducks outside to be eaten by foxes unless she brings me home a KFC. Poor old lass believes me. Yeah, because even your mom knows you're a fucking psychopath, that's why. Anyone else thinks Silu looks like a Malteser? Oh my god, is she prettier than me? Stupid cunt. And he's a prickhead for ditching me like that. First of all, about the question whether someone is prettier than you, I don't think that's a challenge, to be honest. It's not difficult. Why do foreign people follow me? I don't speak your grunts, meatheads. When your language sounds like you have a word spelled out like this, and you only pronounce half the letters, and you don't pronounce the R's in your words, this is a fucking grunt. At least we fucking know how to roll our R's, we know how to pronounce all the letters in the word. And we are smarter than you. Like I said, we speak multiple languages. Most Europeans that are, at least Eastern Europeans, speak 3 languages at minimum. So maybe shut the fuck up. Baxter got his face trapped in the biscuit cupboard, serves him right for being a greedy pig. Actually, it's psycho, like laughing at animals' pain. My sister's playing all summer long by Kid Rock in her room. Be right back, strangling the little dwarf. When you're truly disappointed with yourself for finding a year 9 boy attractive, oh, I'm such a pervert. I'm trying to figure out. So year 9 in 2011 she was like 16 maybe. I don't know what's a year 9, like maybe 14, 15. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't do school in the UK, so I have no clue. I assume this is because the boy is younger or something. Write in the comments if you're British and you know. I swear it's always Black History Month. No, it's not always. It's just one fucking month in the year. Give dirty looks to fat people. It makes them realize people hate them, so they lose weight, saving them from heart attack. Quote from mom. Yeah, I wonder where she gets all this like viral behavior from. Could it be her own fucking mother? Oh, I really hate my pet cat. Go and get run over mog. This is like so viral. Like my cat's like my child. I can't fucking believe this. When the obese, bald, elderly bus driver tries to make jokes with you about whether or not this bus is going to your stop, you know you're in. My obese bus driver with 3 piercings in his face is wearing Ugg boots this morning. Lol, who do you think you are? The guy who's driving you, or girl who's driving you, who you are dependent on. You pathetic little fucking sad fuck. Red or black on ITV3. Hello, my name is Angel, but I am known as a celeb from BB10. What? You're Polish? Piss off, sucks to be you, babe. Yeah, sucks to be British and be inbred. Fat little dwarf sat next to me on the bus thinking he's real funny by talking about me when I've got my earphones in. You alright, babe? Yeah, you're a fucking pussy. You tweet this afterwards. Like, go and confront them if you are so brave. Just put the chickens to bed. Oh, don't cry if they're all eaten by a fox tomorrow, Mother Deb. Not my fault. You didn't teach me proper. I hate writing gay meaningful stuff, but honestly, if it was the other way around, I'd be in the doghouse forever. Oh well, fuck the fake friends. Okay, so this is honestly not to excuse this one, but I think everybody back in those times unfortunately used gay as an insult, which is not okay. Even I was doing that and I'm part of the LGBT, so I don't think it's okay, but I think it was just a thing that was happening. So obviously this is a pattern for her because she actually displayed actual homophobia by using the F slur. So this tweet alone would not be cancelable in my opinion, or cancel worthy or whatever, but her whole array of tweets is: you twat, Sandra isn't my mom, Deb's my mom, Sandra's the albino I took in a couple weeks back, same reasons I'm taking in you. Just walked past 2 ladies with burqas on saying, let's go into a strip club. Maybe they were joking, you fucking idiot. The amount of arguing my little sister and I do over the TV remote, oh my god, respect your elders, dickhead. Having one of these cushion wisdom Tumblr sayings as your BBM pick. What's BBM? Because you're an intact with your emotions gay tosser. Haha, I can't believe there's argument to the racist claims against him is that he gave money to an African charity once. IQ of a ham roll. I mean, you did similar. Now you're claiming that you're helping charities, but you don't name them. You don't say anything about that. You don't bring proof that you actually donated and you're just talking shit. My mom even dared to get me the wrong colored ties, so now I look like an outcast. Oh, off to the bus stop I go. Then buy your fucking ties, go to Tesco. Ask your mom to give you money and go yourself. Arrived home to a distraught mother because the chicken coop has flooded. Haha. So again, she's laughing at misery of animals. This is a sign of a serial killer. Girls that fight are like men in a drag. Oh my god, Kitty looks like a drag queen. Or perverted foreign men that smell of beau. At least these foreign men use something. Because English men don't really, they're just stinky from my experience. And I'm not saying all English men, I'm just saying when I am on the bus, it's more likely that the stinky person is English, white, rather than a foreign person, because I can hear them talk. This is, again, not generalizing all of them, I'm just saying it's more likely, because they're the fucking majority. Of course it's more likely, like percentage-wise, they're the majority. So just found out a year 9 girl was excluded today for shagging a 26-year-old man. She's 13. Okay, so year 9 is 13. This answers what I was saying earlier. Why is my school so nice? So this girl got groomed. This is statutory rape, and she makes it about herself. People should stop taking the piss out of Fatima. Has got feelings too. Don't think I'd be able to be married to someone who has a Spanish accent. Of course not. Only white British for her. She needs only Anglo-Saxon Aryan husbands. Find it so annoying when people make it out like they're the innocent victim and they're very clearly not. Yeah, that's literally you. Like, where is the self-awareness here? Bastard dear 7 driving past me in his cozy fucking car to go to the same bus stop I'm walking to always hated the youngsters. Anyone know of any good piano teachers? Done mine because he was old and rotting. So she's like, she really hated old people. Like her grandma and then this, and I don't get it. Today is National Hug Your Cat Day. Mo can fuck off. She's the most certainly the devil in cat form. No, you are the devil in human form. My cat just killed two baby blue tits. I hate her. If she was a day, she'd be Monday. So cats naturally do that because they have the hunter's instinct. They're carnivores. Like, this is their instinct. They are not fucking evil for that. This is how it is in nature. I bet Elle eats meat, so I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. The American accent's only been on my TV for 1 minute and it's already pissing me off. If I said the same about British, people would like try to get me deported. So the hypocrisy here is quite funny. Sausage pizza at an American school for breakfast, no wonder all the youths are fatties over there. So it is true that American food is horrible, extremely full of all this shit. I agree with that. But I don't think the way to talk about this is like fat shaming people. I think the way is to talk about how unhealthy it is, not that people are fat. Fucking little wankers, lot of you, the rioters. If that was you, Elle, you'd be strapped to the bed and left to die. Touchy subject that. Women comedies are never funny, they are useless, so this is Connor. Of course, you marry the blandest woman on earth, so of course you don't like women. How much did you end up paying that taxi woman in the end? And Connor replied, £7 flat you. Wonder if her N-word smashed him up. Huge uppercut though. Go cry me a river, you F slur. Women comedians are not funny. Again, he retweeted this. That's wrong, typical women. My sister did law there, said it was amazing, so you'll hopefully enjoy. No doubt you will get lost though, women. Why is everyone strangling their foreheads with this gay indie headbands all of a sudden? Just makes your brain look fat, mate. Yeah, at least we have a brain. Girls attack lesbian with their friends because they think it's appealing, lol. So, obviously there are girls who pretend to be gay, which is not good. It's not good to queerbait. However, the fact that she's implying somehow that it's unappealing, that it's disgusting to be a lesbian is obviously extremely homophobic. Everyone keeps thinking I wear fake eyelashes to school, but I don't. I just invest in better mascara than you apes do. So, apes, I don't know if this is racially charged or not, because I don't know the demographics of her school, but obviously if this is referring to a class where there are quite a few black people, then this could be a racially charged comment. Where's my mom with the Indian? So she eats Indian food, but she hates Indian people. That's quite ironic. This is what happens when you don't really have your own culture and you just steal from the immigrants who live in your country. Mom's so cute and sweet, buying me an Indian takeaway for me to eat all by myself tonight because she's pissing off out and I'll be home anyway, and I'll be home alone, wanker. So first of all, her mom is getting her food, which is nice. Secondly, she's complaining about it. Amazing. What can I say about that? Fucking ungrateful little bitch. And also, again, eating Indian food when she's racist against Indians. It reminds you of that whole like thing with like they love our culture but they hate our people. This is quite accurate. Don't lie, I've seen that before. Probably some gay Facebook group you've gaily joined because you're gay. Gaily. So our little genius, Elle Darby, is actually inventing words gaily. So from now I'm gonna use this kind of words as well. I'm gonna say I'm gaily posting a video about how Elle Darby should be taken off the fucking internet. I can be a total dick at times. Total dick. Yeah, we can see that. This is a comment from somebody basically implying that Elle is racist. So I assume that she had a reputation like that in her school. Saying that, is it because of the color of my skin? I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Anyone else find themselves crying at adverts such as WSPA, Dogs Trust, or RSPCA? So like, I struggle to read fucking like acronyms in English. No, pussy old darp. Yeah, if we have a soul and basic human empathy, we do get emotional around animals. Just because you have a problem with that doesn't mean we are all like you. Awkward moment when you find yourself thinking Harry Potter's 12-year-old son is attractive. So this was when she was like 16. Fucking creep. Not really in the best mood to learn about some Indian music. Wanna go to bed, please? I assume it says slut there, I don't know. Cool for the Polish man playing moves like Jagger. Loud for everyone on the train to hear. Okay, so I hate when people on the bus or whatever play music. I agree with that. However, that's predominantly a white British thing because I see the kids in high school who are white British with the speakers in the bus. So this is not a Polish thing. Watching these Polish people argue on the train is my Saturday night entertainment. One thing that very deeply annoys me is that people have been saying stuff about how she was a teenager and it was 10 years ago and she changed. This clip is from when she was 21. So in 5 years from the age of 15 or 16 or whatever to 21, she has not changed. What makes you guys think that from 21 to 26 she changed? Like, what did she do to prove that? She's only posting her shallow ass fucking holiday pictures and outfit pictures and her baby and her fucking white British family. Like, what makes you think that she changed? What did she do to prove that she changed?
My weight section when I first joined the gym was just full of like smelly men who were so pumped, you know, they had these huge muscles, most of them were bold, most of them were foreign.
So like I said, this clip was from 5 years ago, and she's saying this stinky, smelly foreign men were in the gym and their presence was bothering them. All I'm going to say is that there has been a fucking survey about how 1/3 of your people change their bed sheets once a year. So maybe the people that you should worry about, Elle, are you and your stinky ass British white people, not us the foreigners. We do not change our bed sheets once a year, stinky. We change our bed sheets weekly. And this is a cultural thing, like it's not just me and my family are special fucking snowflakes and we do a lot more than the others. No. This is, I think everyone that I know changes their bed sheet at least, not weekly, but every other week at least. Okay? We are not changing our bed sheets once a year. And I don't even know what to say. Speechless. I want to give people another example of her being horrible recently, because people are saying, you know, she was 16, blah blah. No. Listen, there is this video of her when she was trying to get this like complimentary stay at the hotel because she's an influencer, which is okay. Like, if that's what you want to do, like I've got free products before. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, horrible. No. That's fine. But the way she was reacting, first of all, she was making the biggest drama out of it, like acting like it's the worst thing that happened to her. Even, I think, said that she's never been this angry or whatever in her life, which is like, honey, like some of us have adult problems, like real life problems, not this shit. If this shit is the angriest you've ever been in your life, then it means you have not ever been through like anything rough ever in your fucking life.
This morning, something happened which absolutely infuriated me. I have not felt these emotions in one time ever to the extreme that I felt them this morning. I was angry, I was sad, I was upset, I was anxious, I was embarrassed, I felt humiliated. So many emotions going through me that I should never have had to feel in the first place.
On top of that, she says that she was bullied by people who were 30 plus when she's 22. Like, I'm sorry, but you are an adult. You're not a 10-year-old getting bullied by adults. You are a fucking adult yourself. Grow the fuck up.
With a fully grown man running this business, can I just say something? These were all people that I saw were over the age of like 30 years plus. 30 years plus. Literally internet bullying a 22-year-old girl who is trying to do nothing but run her own business, try and succeed in something she loves, raise awareness about what appeared to be an absolutely stunning hotel in Dublin. I mean,
saying that she's a girl trying to build her business. What is your business? You're just posting shallow social media shit that anyone could do. You don't have a message. You do not care about any issues, like any social issues. You just post your balloon face, clown ass face with different products and go to travel to pretty destinations for free. Like, I'm sorry, but this term of influencer in a case like this, I hate it, because it's like, what are you influencing? You're influencing people to buy some creams. Like, okay, you're so influential. Sorry. I'm not gonna say anything.
I think that's disgusting. People often say you're so lucky to get clothes sent to you for free, get this sent to you for free, go here for free. And it's like, if you work in a shop, you usually get what, like, I don't know, at least 10% discount or something, I don't know. It is a perk of the job, but you still have to work your ass off in order to get that discount or to get that day out for free or whatever you do, wherever you work. I'm sure you get some reward.
10% discount. Most shops won't give you shit if you work, and they barely give you minimum wage. This girl has never like lived her life. She's never struggled. She's only done her stupid ass, shallow ass influencing shit, and that's all she's done her whole life.
It made me so sad to see that the majority of these comments were from older people, from the older generation. How the hell are children supposed to learn the qualities of being a nice, decent person who encourages others to go for their dreams if they are being raised by people who are so bitter about their jobs and the way their lives turned out that they have to take to the internet to write disgustingly degrading comments to a 22-year-old female who actually did nothing wrong? I could completely understand this if I did something so disgusting and so inhuman. People were gonna get their backs up and people were gonna have an opinion. But the only reason people got their backs up is because they don't take the time out to really get to know the blogging industry. They have absolutely no idea what social media is nowadays. And it just makes me so upset to know that there are still these people out there who make it incredibly hard for people to follow their dreams. There are so many young people out there nowadays whose dream, whose life goal is to be able to say, I can provide for myself and my family by putting videos I enjoy making on YouTube. I earn enough money to support myself from my blog that I created to help educate others on skincare, veganism, fitness, nutrition, clothing, fashion, whatever. It is people like the people that were giving me hate for sending that email that stop others, younger children, the younger generation, the next generation, growing up to be a happy individual who does something with their life that they enjoy, who lives a life that they can honestly say gives them as much fulfillment as possible. And that's what got to me. That's why I cried my eyes out in my car alone, because I thought, how the hell are we supposed to tackle this issue when there are still so many people out there that are so close-minded to the idea that you can live a life you create, you can live a life you absolutely love. You love waking up every single day because you're doing what you love with your work. You do not slave away at a job that doesn't bring you inner happiness, that doesn't make you feel like you are living your best damn life every single day. You can create that for yourself.
Okay, hi, hello, you're not a child. You're a grown-ass fucking woman. Stop acting like you're a child and you got so bullied and oh my god, this is so sad.
And until the day we stop tearing other people down, for realising their worth, for realising what they can bring from one company to another, then we're not gonna get there. We're not gonna get that. Like, I'm sorry, but I just think it's an absolute shame. I just think it's so heartbreaking that there are so many creative, young, talented people out there who have so much to offer and they are scared of putting themselves out there on the internet because of people like this.
Okay, my job is actually digital marketing, and I'm gonna say your worth is nothing. You are basic, boring, shallow, vapid, have no fucking personality. I do not understand why you think that you are a fucking ray of sunshine or something, when you're literally like paint drying on the wall. I'm offended that you would even say that people who maybe know their job better are making fun of you. Again, I work literally in digital marketing. What she does is she just got lucky in the algorithm and managed to keep that up, which is commendable. Like, it's good that she managed to do that, but it's not like she's in the fucking trenches, you know.
Someone tweeted me saying, I feel so sad for the blogging industry right now. So many bloggers encourage people to just say, contact that company, contact that hotel, see what you can get in return for giving them exposure to their target audience. What's the worst they can say? No. Actually, the worst that they can do is literally show you off to the world in a degrading, patronizing, nasty light. Like I was put in this morning, trying to do happy business with this hotel, and it's just made me so sad. It's honestly just, it's broken my heart.
How do you know that they are the target audience? Like, what parameters are you basing that off? Because it's not like you can see the clicks from your post unless you have maybe an affiliate link or something for a complimentary stay. Even if there are clicks, there would have to be conversion tracking, and that's a bit unreliable. Most companies will track conversions on the past 30 days, whereas for a hotel, you'd have to book a holiday. Sometimes maybe you bookmark the hotel and you book it in a year, and that would not be a traceable conversion on your affiliate custom link. I'm just wondering, like, on which basis does she think that her audience will be the target audience for these people? Because I don't think she understands. I think, like I said, she just got like some luck in the algorithm and became big, and then kept going and doing the same thing. This is why her content is so boring and bland, because she's been doing the same thing. Because she saw what works and she replicated it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I do not like that she thinks she's some expert like digital marketing.
Because I know that I'm a nice person. I don't do anything that I wouldn't be proud of doing or saying if someone came to use it back around later. I'm not a bully. I'm not a nasty person. I'm not a freeloader. I'm not cheeky. I don't think I'm God's gift. I'm just a young girl trying to live her best life and making my way.
Yeah, this didn't age well, did it?
And I honestly think that it's going to be situations like this that make people realise the blogging industry is nothing to be slated for. You're a social media influencer, good for you, because I know how difficult it must have been for you to cut against the slack of other people in ordinary jobs living in an ordinary 9-to-5 life because they don't have the balls to do what they really want to be doing with their life. So I take my hat off to you, and I take my hat off to anybody who pushes through a situation like this, because it can be so humiliating and you can feel so embarrassed, because that's the way people want you to feel. That's the way naturally you think you should feel, because you have all these people being like, oh my god, you're such an idiot, what the hell, until you have a little bit of a reality check with yourself and you're like, I did nothing wrong. And I feel sad for all of you that are taking the mick out of me, because I know my worth. I know what I can give to people. I know what I can do for people. I know what I expect from other people. And that's not wrong. That's not bad. The sooner the blogging industry is realised as a proper industry, the better.
So you are saying that you have miners, construction workers, people who pick fruits, like fruit picking is a very hard fucking job. You are saying these people have it easy because influencing is a hard job. What? So when this whole drama started, she made a 3-minute apology video. 3 fucking minutes. It was a dreadful video.
There is not one person on this planet that hates me more than I do right now.
Trust me, I do hate you a lot. A lot. What I would have liked to see from an apology video from a person like this. First of all, you take your instances of the stuff you said one by one and actually discuss them. Not just be like, I did something horrible and I'm so sorry. No. Tell us what you did in detail for the people who don't know. Own up to every single individual thing. Explain where it comes from. If you are racist because of your family. If you don't like Polish people because there was the climate setting up to Brexit at the time. Obviously Brexit happened later, but it was still, like, the setup was there, in the media. The slander against Polish and Romanian people has been there before. So what prompted you to be this way would be my question. And what are you doing to change yourself? And also do not remove the comments, because you should not censor the people that you discriminated and silence us even more. When she got cancelled, at the same time as posting her apology video, she also posted this, Christmas and New Year are traditionally a time for reflection. And as such, we decided to take some time to look through both of our histories on social. No, you didn't decide to take some time. Someone exposed them. We are ashamed to admit that we did not like what we found. Both of us were shocked, surprised, and devastated by some of the language used in our very old tweets. I like how she's like emphasizing very old tweets so that she deflects some of the blame. In particular, over a decade ago. Yeah, again, deflecting. There was this video I showed you 5 years ago, not 10. And I'm not saying in 5 years you cannot change. I'm just saying that this is not something that she only did as a teenager. This pattern continued into her adulthood, which is harder for like something to change when you are already an adult and you still do it. It is harder to like break out of the habit that you've done for so long. And that's my concern. It's like, I want to see how she claims that she changed. We feel that we have a responsibility to own our mistakes and to try to take responsibility for our action. We have a responsibility to try to take responsibility. Oh, English 101. She hates foreigners so much, but she can't even speak her first and only language. Especially the ones that don't paint us in the best light. These comments are not a reflection of who either of us are as grown adults, nor who we were at the time they were made. How can they not be a reflection of who you were at the time they were made? You wrote them, and you wrote many of them. It was not a one-off situation of being, I don't know, in a very bad mood and you blurt out something you don't mean. That can happen to anyone, but this was like dozens of tweets, and you're saying they are not a reflection of who you were back then. So what do you think they are then? And do not align with what we stand for. We are beyond angry at ourselves and ashamed that our behavior would have been hurtful to some of you who have supported our family for so long. We can only wish for your forgiveness. Have a great New Year's Eve and stay safe. Love always, Connor and Elle. So, as far as I know, the husband didn't apologize. Yeah, it's not good, is it? During the time when she claims that she was away, she was actually commenting on pictures, which proves that she was not, in fact, away from social media. So the video she came back with, first of all, has ads on it. Secondly, doesn't have a fundraiser, doesn't have resources to educate other people who might have, I don't know, racist thoughts or whatever the fuck. Doesn't have any like educational value. Only that she's flexing that she's learned so much. Doesn't say what she's learned. Does not say again which mistakes she's made. Very, very vague. Echo chamber, removed all the comments. This video starts with 2 fucking minutes of montages of her traveling. She's just flexing that. And her white English family. There are points, obviously, at the start. She shows her dogs. She shows her son. These are things meant to invoke like an emotional reaction from the audience, obviously. So that we humanize her. You know what I think? I think she just needs the money because she knows that she's incompetent, has zero fucking experience in the real world. She knows she would not survive out there with like a real job under an employer. She would not survive, and she's probably spent all her money on the fucking holidays and to make her face look like a balloon with fillers. And I know nothing to shame people who use fillers. Actually, tomorrow is my fillers appointment because I do get lip fillers and cheek fillers. They've mostly like disappeared now, so I have to get them again because it's been a year. So I'm not shaming her for that. I'm shaming her for being irresponsible and stupid and choosing to spend the money that she's earned unjustly, in my opinion, on shallow shit like this, instead of trying to donate for the communities that she's hurt. This is my issue. It's not my issue that she has fillers. Do not get it twisted.
Because I needed the last 6 months to myself to really focus and learn and grow. And oh my gosh, if anybody needs a degree in self-discovery and self-love and figuring out who you are and your life, then let me know, because I've got a bit of experience in that after my time offline is literally all I've been doing. But I am very aware that this moment, me coming back to YouTube and returning to this platform, is going to be a very painful and hard moment for a lot of people, the people that I hurt.
She says she focused on learning, which, I mean, traveling could be a good way to learn about different cultures, yes, but can you be more specific? Because I do not believe that you went and started to talk to locals to learn about their culture, because you are racist. Like, you wouldn't do that naturally.
I just don't want this to come across as though, look at me, I've had 6 months off, been doing stuff for myself, and now I'm come back and I'm literally the best version of myself I've ever been, and I'm happy and I'm ready to return back to real life. Like, I don't want that. I don't want it to come across like that.
It does come across that way.
First step of moving on is taking that first step. My reason of being here is to share my lessons of growth and my lessons of self-betterment.
But you never fucking shared lessons. You shared things. You are shallow. You are horrible. You shared objects.
My apology is going to be in my platforms, my legacy. Like, that's such a big, deep word, but like,
my apologies in my new way of life. Like, this is something that I'm going to be taking with me for the rest of my whole life. Like,
talking about legacy as if anybody's gonna write about how you sold creams and hotel rooms in a fucking history book. No one fucking cares about you, girlie. Everybody's gonna forget you once you are gone from the world. Even probably your kid.
those tweets are out there. You know, the worst thing I have ever done is very public knowledge.
So she calls her racist past the worst thing she's ever done. It's not a thing, it's a pattern, and it's spawned over 5 years that we know of, maybe even more. It's not a thing. It's her whole personality and behavior at the time.
I guess I just almost want, like, this bit here to, like, preface, I don't know really how you say that word, every single one of my videos from now on of, like, please don't think I have forgotten and that this is it, because the rest of my life I'm going to be paying the debt of the pain that I caused.
Okay, I feel like I've hit my forehead so much that I'm gonna have fucking bruises by tomorrow. Preface. Yeah, it is fucking preface. My stupid stinky foreigner ass is telling you, and this is your first and only language, and you are this stupid, you have the vocabulary of a 10-year fucking old. Like, how the fuck? I speak 3 fucking languages, 3 languages. And you can't even speak your mother tongue.
I really feel like I've never had a deeper connection with Connor and our baby and our life. Like I said, I've got a lot to update you on.
The fact that she talks about how her relationship with her husband has been shallow just shows that, you know, she's on her phone the whole time. Everything for her is content. She doesn't have the emotional and intellectual capacity of forming bonds, because again, she has the vocabulary of a 10-year-old, so maybe her intellect is that of a 10-year-old as well.
Motherhood is truly the best season of my entire life, and you know, if I'm doing it for anybody, it is absolutely him. If there's one person on this planet that I would like to teach about being better and growing and learning, it is absolutely my son, and he turns 1 next month, and you know what? He is my proudest achievement, and I'm very excited to share him all with you again.
To be honest, ultimately, the only thing I worry about is her kid. Well, not a thing. The only person in this scenario I worry about is her kid, because I think he's gonna become racist like her, and then when he grows up, it's not gonna be his fault, but I'm not gonna be able to have sympathy for someone like that. So I just think ASAP this kid needs better role models in his life, hopefully like a teacher or something that is anti-racist. One of the first things she did when she returned was post this thing on her Instagram. There are a few times in life when it makes more sense to just stop, to take a breath, to reevaluate, to revisit areas that need deeper healing, and to return when you have the right message rooted in authenticity and truth. There are so many countless thoughts and feelings I have, too many to write in one caption or say in one video. They have instead been translated into values and lessons I have been fulfilling in my life offline and will be enforcing in my presence online. I would like to hear names of these lessons, like descriptions or whatever. For the sake of this post, in a nutshell, my thoughts surrounding my resurfaced tweets and the storm surrounding them in January simply always come back to the people I hurt with, the hate and the anger that I held. I am sorry my own heart has been completely broken, knowing I had broken yours. I will never be able to apologize enough, and I will forever take responsibility for the pain that I inflicted. So, from my understanding, you are only upset because others were hurt, which resulted in your cancellation. If you actually had a little bit of moral compass, you would have been upset already, knowing what you did, without requiring to upset anyone. You would have been upset just because these words came out of you, of your little slimy hands typing on a keyboard. Through the last 10 years of my life, I have worked on becoming someone better than I was. This is the Elle that you have grown to know through my online journey, committed to self-betterment, growth, love, positivity, and becoming the best version of myself. Oh, the one who was complaining about the immigrants at the gym. Right, that's the best version of you, because that was not through the last 10 years, this was more recent. So much so that trying to connect with and navigate the mind of the teenage Elle who wrote such awful tweets was a difficult task to say the least. This was not a teenage Elle who said that thing on her video, she was 21. What initially was going to be a short while offline turned into months worth of deep soul searching, an opportunity for me to truly reflect and heal through many parts of my life and create a plan on how to be a better person. Alright, so that was by going on holidays. Over the past few months, to help, I took time to revisit a past version of myself, a very unhappy and hateful person, to try to understand why she held so much hatred in her heart. I can tell you why, because this is how your country raises you to be. And that's a systemic problem in the UK. And I'm not saying UK is the only place, but I'm saying that this is not just you, and if you don't fight the system, now that you say that you are so woke and you change so much, then you are not really serving anyone. You're not helping the people you hurt. I had to learn how to go back and reread my own chapters without feeling like I want to set all the pages on fire so that I could finally close the book. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. You can't just set your past on fire. My immoral past is a public truth I will live with for the rest of my life, and I am just learning how to move forward. This is the first step. The most regretful and shameful part of my life has allowed me to hear you, all of you. I have had the opportunity to have been offered reflections on how I was showing up in the world and what I can better do to evolve. Right, you can get your ass off the internet because you don't deserve to be here. The first half of 2022 has been the most pivotal part of my entire existence so far, and it's time for my next chapter to begin. Yeah, offline, please. I don't know where my online journey will take me. There are many things I have needed to reassess in my life, but it felt like the right time to show up and begin again because you are almost demonetized. I am here, I've learned, I won't stop learning, and once again, most importantly, I'm sorry. I like when all these influencers apologize for racism. They always say, or like homophobia or whatever else, any form of bigotry, to be honest. They will say, I'm learning. What are you learning? Please tell us so we can all learn with you. So that this shit doesn't happen every month with another influencer. Here's to life's chance to be a better person, Elle. Yeah, maybe you don't deserve it, honestly. And now some comments about her return. Elle Darby just apologized for being racist for years by showing us all videos of her on her expensive trips and holidays while she's been offline. Not Elle Darby and Connor Swift coming back online to show off that they've been living their best life for months after being outed as vile, racist, homophobic assholes. From your money, so like the viewers' money. Elle Darby coming back to brag about all the holidays she's had while she's been away just shows how truly out of touch and sincere her growing is. How convenient Elle Darby makes her return when 1, it's her son's birthday next month, and 2, her wedding is on the horizon. That comeback video was fully monetized, and instead of reflecting, she's just been hiding away on holiday, literally wake up everyone. This is something she posted on her Instagram, showing you the world's my favorite thing to do. Elle Darby loves the world, just not the foreigners in it. This reminds me of those Brits who go on holidays abroad and they complain that people don't speak English, so I'll actually show an article because this happened. Funny how Elle Darby is back on YouTube 1 month before her channel was due to be demonetized. Yeah, what a coincidence. Totally unexpected. Back in the day, she posted the Black Lives Matter square, which black people said do not post because you are blocking the fucking hashtags that they needed for directions for the riots and protests, which is fucking great. Performative activism at its best. So Elle Darby actually posted flexing that she was reading the book about George Floyd to show how woke she is. So fun thing, Elle actually posted when the BLM movement was at its peak in 2020, she actually tried to post a fundraiser for George Floyd, which is, it's interesting judging by how she is now. The George Floyd book was a bad move, but in case you want to give up the performance, here are some more recommendations. And there are some books about Indians and Polish people. This is quite a funny reply. Obviously, she didn't acknowledge it because she has nothing to say. I would like to recommend her another book. Maybe this will be useful. Maybe it's useful for her to get used to the reality that we are here. We have been here, Polish people included, and we are here to stay, like it says here. Maybe it can sound a little bit like a threat as well, because we do not like her. You pick. Okay, this has been hard to talk about. It makes me angry because I do live here and I've experienced discrimination firsthand, and I know it's a very common thought here, and I do not even know where to begin in like dissecting it and hoping to find a solution, because it's not for me. I can't help these people if they are racist to me as well, or rather, well, to explain, in the UK people use racist and xenophobic a lot as being the same thing. I know that I'm white, so if you are American, the word racism would not apply. It will not apply here. It would rather be xenophobia, which is dislike of foreigners or fear of foreigners. but in the UK it's used interchangeably sometimes. So this is why I'm using it. I do know that there's obviously a difference, that I am white, I have white privilege. I'm not stupid, I know that. But I'm just explaining the context to you guys. I think in conclusion, I'm just gonna make a plea. If you used to be an Elle Darby fan and you're on the fence about whether to forgive her or not, please don't forgive her. I usually try to advocate for accountability and not cancelling, but in this case, I just want to say, please do not let this fucking demonic person come back to YouTube. And this is everything I want to say today. Like this video if you like it, comment down below, subscribe for more commentary, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.